And live from Kalamazoo, it's Sunday night.
Sunday night, 8 p.m. What place would I rather be than with you two fine gentlemen?
My brothers from another mother. We are the three amigos.
I'm glad to be here as well.
Oh, Rob, hi! I didn't see you there.
By Jingle Bell Koch there.
Well, tis the season. I want to spread some holiday joy. Sometimes I feel like I'm Will Ferrell and Elf. Do you ever get that vibe from me? No? Okay.
In some ways, I should say. Great movie. I just recently watched that again, but I showed the kids and they loved it.
It's very funny.
Holds up. Very funny.
Well, this is another episode of What's Happening Live. We're going to tell you what's happening, and we're live. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone that's watching. We would love to hear from you. If you have questions or comments, put them in the comments section below. We'd like to hear from you too, Rob. And go ahead and realize that you may have to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook in order to do so. Great. How are you guys? So I wanted to just say, to our viewers, I hope you had, I know it's a little past, but I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, and hope everyone's doing pretty well, all things considered. Do you guys have a good Thanksgiving?
Let's not bury the lead here, Jared. Happy fourth night of Hanukkah, everybody.
That's right.
I'm so sorry.
We are so festive here, of course.
That's right. I spin my dreidel.
Wow.
I have not gotten my puppy for Hanukkah yet.
So if you spin the dreidel, and if it lands on one of those, do you get a puppy?
Exactly. Yes. Which one is the puppy symbol?
I don't know.
Well,
we're in the middle of Hanukkah. Spell it with a CH, spell it with an H. Who cares? But everybody, right? The Festival of Lights and enjoying all the traditions that go with it. Do you have some latkes? How was that, your Hanukkah dinner, Rob?
Very nice. We had a Hanukkah platter created by the country club at Kalamazoo Country Club, and latkes, matzo ball soup, some brisket. It hit the spot,
Oh, good.
But Adam is like the Neil Patrick Harris of the Kalamazoo Jews, because Adam, you were hosting some Zoom online celebration of
there was a community-wide Hanukkah thing today for the temple, and they asked me to MC. So, my experience here was StreamYard and Zoom. Of course, I was able to move things along. There was a menorah contest. So a lot of people had to display their creations, and no, it was fun. It was fine. Happy to do it.
So if you were the MC, did you have a top hat and a cane, maybe sing Willkommen or
I said Willkommen, welcome. No, I sang some of the Hanukkah songs, and hey Rabbi, tell us about Hanukkah and that kind of thing. So
it was very festive, and it's a very festive time of year, of course. But Jeremy, I'm sure you and me and Adam, we all feel like something. Hi, Sue.
Thank you.
Happy holidays to you, Sue.
I was just about to say, we're usually at this time of year surrounded by patrons down at Farmer's Alley.
We're up to our knees in cheesecake.
Holiday cabarets. You'll have Becky in the kitchen, and Inez, and you got Steve Hodges and everyone running the front of the house, and Tony's working the bar. We miss you guys so much, and because we miss you, and because we wanted to share the season with you, we're so excited to share our next sort of online special with you all.
Yeah, as Jeremy says, right? You can't come to get the holidays from us, so we'll bring the holiday to you, right?
That's right. Just like we can't bring you to our theater, so we try to bring the theater to you with some online programming. Before we do that, I did just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who donated to Farmer's Alley for Giving Tuesday. Very generous people. All of our supporters are. We couldn't do it without you. We do it for you. So thank you so much for the support.
Yeah. It's been amazing to see not just with Farmer's Alley, but just kind of, hearing from around the community. People understand. And not just arts organizations, but all nonprofits. People understand that we are going through such a rough time now, and they're making that known through their support, not only through championing organizations, but through their pocketbooks. And the giving donation, people know that they can't make up everything through ticket sales alone. And now, even without ticket sales, there's even a greater need, and people are stepping up. So it's been amazing to see. Really.
When we get artists that come from across the country to Kalamazoo, inevitably, one of the first things they always talk about is how wonderful and embracing that the community is for so many arts organizations in West Michigan. And to Adam's statement, yeah, it's come back tenfold during this pandemic. I don't know if you watched that special the other night on NBC with Tina Fey. I was worried, like, oh, it's Tina Fey, she's going to be really funny. But I was extremely moved, and more so even by the testimonials from the actors that are talking about not just, the famous people and celebrities, they're going to be okay, but the way that they talked about, the stagehands, the technicians, the ushers, the musicians, all the people that go into working a show, we know, and our supporters know all that goes into putting a show. It's not just the people on stage. There's so many people in the Farmers Alley Theater, family and theaters, obviously all over the country that are hurting right now.
I'm sure some of our guests tonight can speak to that as well. So.
Yes, we do have some special guests.
Chatting with them.
Yeah, we're going to bring them out soon. But yes, you're absolutely right. The arts industry has been hit extremely hard. Many people or other organizations, other industries, but the arts industry has been hit really hard. And so we're very grateful for any financial support that anyone can give. And it helps us to be able to afford to put on virtual events like the one that we're going to talk about a little bit tonight, Home for the Holidays, and then to eventually reopen our doors next year.
Yeah, as long as those, Pfizer trucks and get moving out of here.
We're the center of the world today, baby.
It's incredible that we're saving the world right here in West Michigan. So.
Oh yeah, I'm having people, texting me from New York, and they're like, "Hey, are you near the Pfizer trucks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they're right across."
You're like helping pack the trucks, don't you know?
That's right.
Well, Jeremy would.
I would,
but he's been barred. The security has barred him from the area.
I did an industrial for Pfizer once. Let's show it. Rosie, roll it. I'm kidding. No, I'm not, I did do an industrial for Pfizer, but I don't have it ready to show.
What do you have ready to show?
I do have something ready to show. So we are What's Happening Live. So what's happening is we have a special holiday streaming event called Home for the Holidays. It's a 90-minute concert holiday special with lots of music. Holiday favorites, new songs. We have a guest here who wrote an original song for us. It's a world premiere. I'm going to let him talk about that, and it's awesome. And there's even a special reading of the famous poem, The Night Before Christmas, and that features some local organizations as well. So we wanted to shine a light on home. We want to talk about home, right? We want to talk about our actual homes, here in Kalamazoo, our artistic home, Farmers Alley, and some of the other great organizations in this great town of Kalamazoo that also call Kalamazoo home, like the KSO and
Say home more. Say home more.
I could say Casa instead. I'm going to go bilingual, a little Spanish. Like the KSO and the KIA and Western and K College and Queer Theater and Face Off and all these great organizations. And we featured some of the arts leaders from those organizations, each reading a few stanzas. So I mentioned all of that because I think it's really cool and it came together really well. Cool. So shout out to our friends at PMN, Matt Perigo at Public Media, and Tony and Paul at Texture House doing the audio, and Matt doing the video. One of the organizations that contributed was Andy Dominiani and his friends at Channel 3 News, WWMT, and he was also gracious enough to interview me. And so I was on the 5 o'clock news not too long ago. Oh. And I think I pulled that video and I put a little package together that I think we could show. What do you think?
Roll it.
Please.
Well, COVID has dimmed the lights on Broadway for many months now, and the same can be said for Kalamazoo's only professional equity theater, the Farmers Alley. But, as they say, the show must go on, and it will indeed. Beginning tomorrow and continuing through Christmas Eve, the actors at the Farmers Alley and performers from other theatrical groups will be appearing on your TV, your laptop, and your phone. They're launching an online series of shows called Home for the Holidays. It's a 90-minute concert streaming digitally on Broadway on demand.
Try to focus on the word home, and what home means. Theatrical home. Kalamazoo as a home to many great other organizations. We shine a light on them.
Everybody's stuck at home.
Everyone's stuck at home, right? And so we want to bring people here, but we can't. So we try to bring our theater to people in their homes.
The online Home for the Holiday shows are fundraisers for the Farmers Alley Community Outreach Initiatives. Online tickets are $19.95 and can be purchased by clicking on a link that will be added to WWNT.com.
Yeah, Farmers Alley has been definitely utilizing social media throughout the pandemic. I follow them. They've been doing some fun things that I've been able to see. Here's the view right now on satellite.
Well, Will,
Go.
are you watching right now? Will, if you're here, comment below. Get on
Yeah.
Panera.com /
You got fun
Facebook.
things.
That's
Yes, I was so shocked and surprised and happy to get an extra shout out from Will, the weather
Cool.
guy. And so I put that in.
West
the
Michigan
too.
weather people
And,
love us. Ellen Baca, in Grand Rapids, she's another big fan.
That's right. She's been on the Farmers Alley stage
That's
too,
right.
in the Diary of Anne Frank. Yeah. So thanks to Andy, Will, and all of our friends at Channel 3 for the little airtime there.
Cool.
And I said the word home quite a few times. I don't know if you caught that.
That's okay, man. We've been locked here or whatever, been in our homes for so long. What's another few months?
That's right. That's right. Well, let's also. Yes, I guess we're all getting a little stir crazy.
Little.
A little bit.
Well, what's exciting about this Home for the Holidays, Jared, and I really want to, mention the work that you did, as well as your mother-in-law, Kathy Muley, who were the real driving creative forces behind this. The people that we were able to get together, I mean, we've got over, I would say, if we want to include the organizations, 50 people that have put into performing this, and it really just kind of feels like one of those old time Christmas specials.
Thank you.
Yes, home. Thank you. Every time you say home, take a drink. No, don't do that.
Ooh.
You'll
Drinking hot chocolate.
yeah. But it's got that nostalgic flavor, and I don't know, we've watched some other things online. Even like that Broadway show, Disney's done some of these, sing-alongs at home. And I just think you really knocked it out of the park as far as producing wise with PMN and the guys at Texture House, to really make it an accessible event. There are even, there's funny comedic moments within it. There are, dramatic moments within it, touching moments as well. I think it's really going to run the gamut of things that you come to enjoy here at Farmers Alley Theater, with a lot of really special people. These people from Kalamazoo, and we'll talk with some of them in just a couple of minutes here. Homegrown talent, folks that have grown up in the area, gone on to do great things, and that's what's most sort of touching and moving to me, is when we ask them to do things and then they come back and say, yeah, I want to, because this place and this community is so special to me.
Yes. Everyone. I mean, that's another incarnation of the word home, right? The homegrown talent, and everyone that performs in this event has major ties to Kalamazoo and was probably born and raised here. Many people who went to high school or college here, got their training. They're out as professional, trying to pursue a professional career, and we wanted to bring them back home for the holidays. And so it's really special. You're going to be the whole roster, this lineup of talent is just phenomenal. Kathy and I, yes, we worked really hard. Kathy wrote and directed. I sort of assisted and with producing and directing, and yeah, PMN and Texture House. I mean, the 5-6 of us really did the lion's share of the work, and it's we're really proud of it. I mean, everything really came together, and it's really special. You know what I mean? It's heartwarming, and we really also tried to, if I could say one more thing, embrace and celebrate the multicultural and diverse Kalamazoo community as well. And so really trying to get a feel for that too. So I really hope everyone will watch. It runs between now and the 24th, December 24th. 1995. We're going to talk about how to get tickets a little later in the show, but I think I want the viewers to see sort of this cavalcade of talent, and I want to run the PMN promo. This is the official promo, so everyone can see sort of all these faces of all this great talent that they would get to see if they watch the show. Rosie, please run the PMN promo. Yes.
So many stars. So many.
Our holiday gift to you.
Let's bring them on. Let's talk to some of them.
We've got to. It's enough with the three amigos.
Oh, here they are. We have to bring them on. Oh, there we go.
Boom, boom,
What do we
boom.
got tonight? Boom, boom, boom.
We're so glad to be at home, and we're in our own homes, and we like to be
Yes.
home, and we watch the homes for the holidays, and it
You know
was
what
so
my favorite holiday Christmas
homey.
movie is? Home Alone.
Actually, Home Alone 2 is my favorite Christmas movie.
That's a good one too.
So good.
The bird lady, man, she really gets to me.
Oh,
Look who's here. How should we introduce everybody here?
Ladies first. Let's just Sandy Bremer, of course, has been a director and choreographer for us, and a teaching artist at EFA, and has directed and choreographed at the Civic, and has been a performer and her whole life, and is just an incredible person. Sandra Bremer, welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be with you guys. You know, at this time of the year, I'm so used to being at Farmers, so this is, nice to be a part of this. Thank you.
Yeah,
Glad you're also the only one that decided to be your background is correct for the occasion. She's wearing the sweater, so.
I am wearing my sweater. Connie.
Isn't that sweet? I paid her to say that.
Connie Bremer, that sounds familiar. Yeah, you're related.
Well, Sandy, you are usually directing our holiday show. You've done that numerous times, whether it's The Marvelous Wonder X, It's a Wonderful Life, the radio play.
Right.
I love a piano.
Honky Tonk Angels.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. I think I've done most of those, this slot where we start like around Halloween and start, working our way to the holidays. So yeah, I miss the cheesecake and I miss everybody and Tony at the bar.
We do too.
We missed the bar.
yeah.
We'll be back.
Don't
soon,
worry, that
guys.
stuff will keep.
That's right. Cheesecake lasts, right? I still have
No,
some
I don't know about that.
And then another special guest we have here, Jasmine Franklin. And Jasmine went to Portage Central High School, and she wowed audiences in that production of Hairspray. I still remember you singing that song. Oh my gosh.
You're not going to live it down, Jasmine.
It was incredible.
Thank you.
I can't help it. That was like my first impression of you, so that's not going to go away. And of course, Jasmine was on our stage in Little Shop of Horrors, and we're just so glad to have you here. So welcome, Jasmine.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And yeah, go ahead,
I
Rob.
was just going to ask Jasmine, from our audience who saw you in Little Shop of Horrors, where are you now and what are you up to?
Yes, I'm actually in the works of creating some big projects that are going to hopefully offer some major artistic development opportunities to youth here in Houston.
Yes.
Awesome. Joining us from Houston.
Yes.
So how does that work? What kind of opportunities?
So pretty much, I'm starting with a narrow focus of music, and specifically from my experience within the recording industry. I really want to pretty much give opportunities and a platform, a space where youth can nourish their talents. Throughout my experience, I've been blessed to have so many wonderful teachers and such great training with the support of my parents and my community and my home, Kalamazoo. And not everywhere has that. Not every home has that. So I just want to be able to provide because somebody did for me. That's why I am where I am. So I just want to do that for others. So my artistic passion has turned into a passion for service within fine arts in that bridge. So.
Is there a name for this project, or how can we learn more?
Well, it is under the works now. As things unfold, I will definitely let you all know. I can't share too much right now, but I'm really excited about it.
We would be happy to give you a shout out when you're ready.
Yeah, fostering a love of arts for kids is so important, and not every as we said, you said not every family was as welcoming and understanding and wanted to encourage that. So that's really awesome.
Thank you.
I haven't watched it yet, but I know that movie, The Prom, dropped on Netflix. One of the lines is one of the stars, or one of the people in the school says, "We don't have a drama program." in their school. They don't have a Brahma program, and one of the actors says, "Well, that explains your lack of empathy."
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
So true. So true. Well, let me introduce our third guest, Mr. Jariah Kwame, who went to Loyal North High School and Western Michigan University, starred in our production of Avenue Q as Gary Coleman, and he is the one that I mentioned earlier, wrote a brand new original song for Home for the Holidays. It's called Candy Cane Lane. So this is a world premiere for that song, right, Jariah?
Yes, it is. You know, it's funny because you sent the email explaining the songs you're looking for, and you said, I think there's going to be a lot of Christmas songs, so try not to do a Christmas song. And so I was like, okay, great. So what did I do besides write a super Christmas song? I was feeling the holiday spirit at the piano. I was sitting down and I was like, I'm just going to like do whatever comes out. And somehow an appreciation for Bronson Park's Candy Cane Lane came out and came through. And I'm really happy with it.
I am too. What I asked you for was something sort of upbeat, because a lot of this great Christmas music, it's amazing, but a lot of them are more, ballad driven. They're just a little slower. I was like, Dry, give me something bouncy and upbeat. You delivered big time, my friend. I mean, it is so infectious. I love the music. I love the lyrics. I love the hook. Your vocals are great. And this man did everything. He did the instrumentation. He did the orchestration, the arrangement. I mean, you are super talented.
Wow. Yeah.
Thank you. It was so fun to work on it.
I just have to say, I enjoyed it so much. I didn't know that you composed it.
Oh yeah!
I was like, oh my God, what is this song? I've never heard it. Like,
thank you so much.
Yes, that's awesome.
Thank you.
It is so good.
You know that I was dry. You don't understand. Like, and I hate to interrupt. Like, I was like, I subscribed to like a karaoke Broadway musical channel on YouTube, and they have one of your songs on there. Do you know that?
Oh wow!
It's popping up everywhere. It's so funny. The internet is just. As soon as one thing catches on, it started with TikTok. That Lynn Was Perfect now has like, I think, 15 million videos on TikTok, and like 5 million-ish on YouTube. And so every time I open my phone, I see it, and I'm not even tagged in it. I'm seeing it. And I'm like, this is so weird. The internet is a crazy place.
I saw something where. Oh, sorry, Rob. Go ahead, Robbie.
Well, no, Jariah, do you have like a term for like your groupies? Like,
I know I need to make one. Do you have any ideas?
No, because
Jariah
I was following Jariah on Twitter one night. I'm going to go off on a small tangent, and he was like, "Hey, come play Among Us with us." And I was like, "Oh, I'll play Among Us with Jariah. That'll be fun." And like, and then it's like all these people enter the lobby, and they're like, "Jariah, oh my God, I can't believe it's really you! Oh my God!" They're like fanboying and girling out so hard.
So funny. I made a YouTube channel. I like started being more active on it just in the last like 3 months. I'm at 22K subscribers now. It's been growing really quickly, but those kids are so funny. Like I do like live premieres, and they'll be on the chats, and they're just so trendy. I can't keep up with it, but they're so
well
funny.
deserved success. They're well deserved.
Well, let's embarrass you a little bit more. You recently won an award, didn't you?
I did. I recently won the ASCAP Foundation's Cole Porter Award, which they are honoring emerging songwriters for musical theater, and I was honored to receive that, which is just insane because Cole Porter is like
congratulations.
Well deserved.
Thank you so much.
So good. Awesome.
And Jariah also got an award for a Wild Award in the state of Michigan of Theater for supporting actor in a musical for Avenue Q last summer.
I think
by the way, I have your certificate. It came in the mail. I got to get it to you.
Oh my God! I think that me and that broom took it.
Oh yeah. Yes.
If you didn't see Avenue Q, I had a moment with the broom. That's all I'll say.
Yes.
Now, Jasmine, you sing 2 songs in this show, This Christmas and When You Believe, and you sound and look amazing. So, what was it like? What was it like for you to film these things from where you're sitting right now?
Yeah, actually a similar location, just a few inches over. But with the duet, it was for me, it was an amazing experience to, I guess, collaborate and experience that magic in a different way, especially during these times. It gives me further appreciation for, what we do as artists and entertainers, how even being in our own spaces, because my first time hearing her voice was when I watched the show.
Wow.
And so that moment in itself was magic. So creating it was magic, and having that, I guess, mystery of how are we both going to internalize this, you know, and then see that come together. That was just a magical experience. And I got to tell you, my dad called me. He was like, I got to ask you, how did you all do this? Because it's like you all were singing, like you had practice together and you guys were singing together right there. But, you know, the magic of, you know,
Well, it's a trust thing too. It's a trust thing that you gotta trust your other performers and the designers, the sound designers too, that they're going to do their job.
Exactly. And it shows the like it takes the village. You know, everybody added an element to make even just one song, yet the whole production, but even just one song, you know, come to life in that way.
Well,
And then go ahead.
Jasmine, you share that duet When You Believe with my wife, Whitney Weiner, and, you know, Mariah and Whitney Houston, please look out.
Oh my gosh.
But, you know, it's so interesting, even just watching Whitney perform or doing my own. When you're a live performer on stage, the performance, you go, you do it, and it evaporates and it's gone forever. But now when you're like filming yourself like in this little camera, you're like, I can see every imperfection, and I didn't sing that note exactly right. I'm gonna re-record the whole 4-minute song or something like that. And it's like, it's really brave to put yourself on camera like that.
Yeah, you know, that's a really good point that you bring up, because I always tell my dad's a huge part of, like, he's a musician himself. So every time I had a performance, he would train me for everything and help me. So it's just kind of just the element of preparation, but also knowing that it's the magic of the moment, and it's not about being perfect, but it's about experiencing the moment.
That's a really good point. That's something all of us singers should remember. That's an excellent point. Because it's never going to be perfect, right?
Mm-hmm. And we're always our biggest critic. Like artists, you know, we say that all the time. We're always our biggest critic. But through my journey, I'm learning that it's about the magic of these moments and the imperfections that are raw that create, you know, it makes people feel. It's not about always sounding beautiful, but can you make people feel something?
That's awesome. That's such good reminders. Thank you. Sandy, you sing a song called Come On In, right? And it's written by a Michigan composer named May Erlewine. Kathy Muley, when she was doing some research on songs about home or songs from Michigan, and she happened to find this one that was written by an actual Michigan composer. What was your experience like? What did you think?
Well, you know, if you listen to the original, it's a little bit different than what I did. So I don't think you would have picked that song and said, that's a song that I think Sandy Bremer should sing. I don't think so. But I love the words to the song. I mean, they are wonderful words, and it's very warm. And I did talk to Catherine Adams a little bit about it, said, help. And she helped out quite a bit. So that was fun. But I agree, Jasmine, it's interesting because you're singing and you don't know how it sounds with the orchestration, because you can hear that, you know, in your ears, you're just singing. And so it wasn't until I heard it, as a matter of fact, yesterday when the show dropped and I went and watched it. That was the first time I ever heard myself singing a song with the orchestra. I'd never done that before. So that was interesting.
Yeah. So your song, Jasmine, you sang along with an instrumental track that I found. Some of the songs are original, like Jariah, of course, did his own arrangements, and there's a song from Nat Zagree where he plays for himself, obviously. And then, but Sandy's, yours was, we created a backing instrumental track by Catherine Walker and Cameron Taylor and Dave Van Haren play piano, guitar, and drums respectively for your song. Right. And so we took all those files and put those all together and created a backing track for you. So yeah, shout out to them.
And what's interesting, Jeremy, is I got one, And so then I started singing to that one. And then I got another one. And they said, no, use this one. Don't use that one. So it was like, what? Oh, no.
We probably added in, guitar, drums, or something like that. Well, Catherine worked really hard to make an arrangement because there was no actual arrangement of the song. So she did arrangements and orchestration. And so shout out to Catherine. Love her.
And I said this to Catherine too, which is hilarious. I said, you get the oldest person in the group and you give them a song that's brand new with 7 verses.
But right? you have the most experience.
All up on big pieces of paper all throughout the room.
I did that. But it comes down to what you said. Come down to what Jasmine said earlier about trust. Thank you, Sandy, for trusting us to make us know, like, they're not going to make me look foolish. And trusting, the technicians and all the people behind the scenes as well.
Well, Sandy, you did exactly what I was hoping you would do. You have such tremendous energy. Yes. You're so charming and you're so warm, and you really make people feel like you're telling them to come on in. So, and you sound great as always, but you have that. Yes.
Yeah, so I think, Jeremy, kind of to sum things up, what you and Kathy and everyone else has really created is this package that is going to be a testament to this year, this time. And it's going to have a life beyond, I hope, this streaming window that we have from the 12th to the 24th. And it's something, I think, some aspect of digital streaming and theater is here to stay. I think we're going to see this. And when we look back on this time, whether it's a year from now or many years from now, and we'll have this home for the holidays, and then we're going to have to pay Jasmine, Jariah, and Sandy enormous tons of money just to get their faces appear. But no, it'll be something really, really special to look back on. And unlike theater, it's not something that's just going to, persist in our memories. It's going to be an actual archival thing that we'll have, which is nice.
And Adam,
it's nice.
Adam, it's a lovely holiday Christmas card, if you will, to the city of Kalamazoo. It just really is lovely. But again, and I have to say it, and I told Jeremy this earlier, you just have to watch it just to see D. Terry. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. You have to.
I think when I saw it, there's a literal physical reaction I had, and a bug eyes
I knew as soon as I got that video, and I told him, I said, I gave you the role of Santa, Terry, because I knew you could do it the best, and he delivered.
He's hilarious. Just one of the many people that we feature in The Night Before Christmas. He is so funny. We love Terry. He's one of the pillars of Farmers Alley. He helped us build this theater, so shout out to Terry.
Absolutely.
Well, I think, why don't we give our viewers just one more video clip, because I put something together that features our guests doing a little snippet of their songs. A little taste, a little step, an amuse-bouche, if you will. My wife would be very proud that I said amuse-bouche. She's a foodie. But yeah, Rosie, can you run the Home for the Holidays amuse-bouche?
Much of you, come on in, out of the cold, there's room at the table. I got a lot of love to go around. Come on in, sit on down. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you somehow you will when you believe.
Put on your yarmulke, it's time to celebrate Hanukkah. Harry Potter and his magic Wandika, celebrate Hanukkah. Jeremy Koch, not a Jew. But you know who is? That's right, you guessed it. Weiner Brothers 1 and 2.
There'll be parties for hosting,
marshmallows for toasting,
and caroling out in the snow.
There'll be scary ghost stories
and tales of the glories
of Christmases long, long ago. Long ago.
holding hands while we walk the mall, feeling high while the snowflakes fall. Your eyes sparkle like a Christmas ball. Wait, what's that called? Oh, an ornament? Are you blushing cause of me or the cold? Not sure how this night may unfold, but I'm sure that even when I'm old, I'll remember how your eyes look like an ornament. I'm not sure why my palms are sweaty.
Oh yeah.
I liked every single
Yay.
one of those.
That is just a taste. That is just a taste, dear viewers.
Just a taste.
Of the magic that you will see. I just knocked over my mic. I'm so excited. The magic that you'll see if you guys.
I do want to thank some those businesses that we see on those graphics that have so generously sponsored Home for the Holidays. Businesses like Sanford Financial Services, longtime sponsor of ours, that usually hosts an event December time for all their clients, and we can't do it for them this year. DeMette and Marquardt, a law firm, same deal. Cahill Wealth Management, Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, Kaiser Insurance, and the Arts Council of Greater Kalamazoo all helped support this show, basically put it together. And without all local organizations, another great example of how our community lifts each other up. So a big, huge thank you to those businesses.
Absolutely, here. It really does take a village, and we are so grateful for our supporters, the people watching this right now. But yeah, the corporate sponsors, we couldn't do it without them. So yes, huge thanks.
We've also got something really exciting coming up this Friday night, Jeremy.
We
and
do.
Something that's we're kind of breaking news right now, because this Friday night at 8 o'clock, me, Adam, you, Jeremy, you, and your lovely wife Deneen, and any other of our guests that are featured on Home for the Holidays, we're going to be hosting a watch party this Friday night at 8 o'clock, and from 8 to 9, you'll get to join in with us. We'll talk. We'll kind of gab like this as well. We'll show some clips for the show as well, and just help you like a fun hangout with your Farmers Alley Theater family. We'll bring your own cocktail. Maybe Tony will create a cocktail or drink for us as well. There you go. We're live on Zoom. Tickets for that are on sale now. If you go to the Farmers Alley Theater website, there's a little news there that's talks about a watch party. And for $29.95, you'll get a code to see the actual show in its entirety. And you get to come and hang out with some really cool people. $10 of that is tax deductible. And we're going to have some special guests, some games, some prizes. Who knows? It's going to be a lot of fun.
Are there any questions off limits, Rob?
Depends on how much eggnog I drink that night.
I saw Jim pull out that big, huge thing of Maker's Mark.
I'll tell you what direction I had to give Jariah on that broom during Lousy Q.
Oh my!
I'm dead.
This is
Jariah, I have a question.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for the question.
Because last year at this time, but when coronavirus was a glint in our eye, there was the big candy cane debate about those Bronson Park candy canes.
I saw that from afar.
Scandalous.
And I just didn't know if you were putting your finger on the scale of, whether you preferred the angled candy canes or
right.
straight up and down vertical candy canes.
Ultimately, I long for a world in which that is any of our problems.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, it was such a to-do, remember? And now they still have some of the old ones in there.
Did they not end up changing back?
No, they have one section of the old ones still in there, so people can take photos or whatever. Yeah.
That's sweet. I didn't even notice, to be honest.
I hate to say this because everybody's I like the new ones.
It's fine.
I know. I'm sorry.
We just lost all our viewers. Yeah, I don't see what I guess some people like to cling to the nostalgia of the originals, but there's something cool about new ones. So I'm usually in the middle on these things.
But now we've got a really cool song about the candy cane lane.
Yeah,
right?
It's about a boy's first kiss in Candy Cane Lane. It's from Calculus. So
I love it. It's so good. It's so good. If you love that little snippet of it, everybody, you're going to love the entire song, just like Jasmine and Sandy's.
Do we want to talk about, do we have anything else to say about the show, or do we want to talk about how they can get it, or?
We should definitely talk about how to get tickets. I mean, no matter what.
I mean, you can get tickets by going to farmersalleytheater.com.
Sounds so easy, Rob. It sounds so easy.
Simple. And you know, there's actually two options. You can buy that normal ticket for $19.95, or you can get that watch party ticket for $29.95 via our website as well. And if you buy it now, either version, you get to watch it as many times as you want from now until December the 24th. So, I mean, to celebrate the 12 days of Christmas, you can watch it for 12 straight days, or 8 nights in a row for Hanukkah, or I don't know, you know, as many stripes as the candy cane has.
And just be aware that when you buy the tickets on farmersalleytheater.com and you click the button that says Get Tickets, you will go to another website. It's a landing page for a company called Broadway On Demand, and that is the company that is streaming Home for the Holidays. So we're partnering with them. So shout out to Broadway On Demand. Got to create like an account, login, and all that stuff. But it's super easy.
If you've seen all our stuff in the fall, if you purchase something from Farmers Alley, you don't need to create a new account. That's
right. And actually, speaking of Kathy Muley, we put together a video on how to buy tickets and how to watch it on your smart TV. So
that's on our website as well.
This is very important, yes, for people of different generations. I think it's a wonderful testament showing how one generation helping another.
Yes.
Isn't that right, Sandy? I mean,
shut up, Rob. Shut up.
I mean, Bonnie, is that right, Bonnie? Did Bonnie help you? You got it all.
I don't know. My dad texted me, the other day. I was like, I can't find it. Can't. He's like, I'm just seeing pictures of buildings in Kalamazoo. I'm like, well, do you have the sound on? Oh. You didn't have the sound.
It's hard. It's hard.
Well, there's a lot of new things that everyone's going through, and we all just have to be patient with each other. And I've gotten some emails at the info@farmersalleytheater.com, and people say that they're having little issues, and I try to email and help them out, and so we're here for you.
If you have any issues, just give us a holler. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, or at that info@farmersalleytheater.com email address.
That's
right. We'll hook you up.
That's right. So, okay, other than Home for the Holidays, right, which is required viewing between now and the 24th, what else is everyone watching? Jasmine, what's your favorite holiday movie or event or album, or I don't know?
My favorite holiday movie, I'm a 90s baby, so I really like the Santa Claus trilogy. It's a classic. I really enjoy. I watch it every year.
Nice.
All right.
Awesome. Another local guy, Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tim Allen, who went to Western.
Absolutely correct.
All right, yeah.
The heartwarming story about a guy who kills Santa Claus. Got it.
I know.
So we see where your head is at. Now, Jasmine, do you watch it with the whole family, or is that just between you and someone?
Well, definitely growing up, it was one thing that I would watch in like the family room, living room. And my mom is one of those that she loves to watch even cartoons now to this day. She would watch cartoons with me growing up. So she'll watch those things with me. And now even, I'll snuggle with my own blanket, with my own popcorn or hot chocolate, and I'll watch it myself,
I love it. My best friend from childhood when I was 4 years old, Pam Thompson, says Die Hard is her favorite.
It is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. You have converted me, Adam. I know we had an argument about that, but I'm going to. Sue Holler says Elf and Scrooged. Those are both very good. I'm actually partial to the Albert Finney Scrooge, the one with all the music in it. I know it's very me and dorky, but
Muppet Christmas Carol.
It's a musical, right? Yes. Anything with
good
music.
One too.
Sandy Bremer, what's your favorite?
Well, I have a couple. I'm a old movie freak, so I'll do the 1939 Christmas Carol, A Holiday Inn, White Christmas, and my favorite is the old The Bishop's Wife with David Niven and Cary Grant. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it because it's just lovely and heartwarming.
I have not seen that, so I'm gonna have to see it.
Has Bonnie seen all of those, Sandy?
Absolutely.
Good.
She
Oh,
has
there you go.
to. Yeah.
Becky says
Oh,
Love Actually.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually.
Becky.
I've never seen that either. Is that bad?
What?
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Love Actually?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Really?
you need to watch it.
Is that the one where he's got the things and he's like, I'm at your door? And
I mean, that's
okay.
1/11 of the
Little
movie.
part.
Jariah, what about you?
Being the baby of the group, I am partial to the 2006 classic Unaccompanied Minors, which I loved as a kid, and I watched it over and over and over. But I also really love Home Alone 2. I just have a special place for being lost in New York.
Wow.
Such good
Great
movies.
place.
We watched the Home Alone movies with the girls this past
Oh.
week, and they loved them all because it's just every kid's fantasy where you get to see
Oh,
the
yeah.
kid outsmart all the grown-ups.
Yeah.
Setting those booby traps. I had as a kid. I tried to figure out how I could do it if someone broke into my house. Didn't really work out. But
Well, that's good for your parents, probably.
What about you, Rob? What's your favorite?
Oh, my all-time favorite? I don't know. I mean, Home Alone is one of my favorites for sure. But I like Scrooged as well. We used to watch that all the time with Bill Murray. But I will say, I just want to give a shout out to some new movies that come out. I don't know if anyone saw Happiest Season on Hulu. That's a rom-com with Kristen Stewart and Mackenzie Davis, sort of like a Guess Who's Coming to Dinner with the LGBTQ vibe going. Dan Levy's in it as well. I highly recommend it. I don't know. I have not seen yet, but everyone else is telling me I have to watch Jingle Jangle on Netflix.
Yes, as I've heard.
Has anyone watched that yet?
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm planning.
We're in the middle of it. It's quite impressive. Production design and the music. John Legend did the music, I think. Yeah.
Oh, wow, nice.
So
Very cool. What about you, Adam?
I know Iron Man 3. That's a Christmas movie, right? You know what it was tonight? They were doing all these. So much good stuff. They were doing a live table read of "It's a Wonderful Life" tonight.
With Pete Davidson.
With Pete Davidson from SNL as the Jimmy Stewart part, and Ed Asner, and all these other people. A lot of other people, like really cool people who you'd want to check out. But I don't know. Maybe I can get it on tape.
I'm not sure it can beat a live radio play version directed by Sandy Bremer and starring Jeremy Cox and George Bailey.
Tough to
man.
beat. I do love me some Jimmy Stewart. I mean,
I'm getting all those updates. From the this happened a year ago thing, and all the stuff from Wonderful Life are coming up.
Yes, very strange.
But no, we're here. No, there's tons of great art out there, and they're now with streaming and all this stuff. There's so much to see, especially holiday music and shows. So
that's right. Silver
Home
Lining
for the Holidays is number one.
Ooh, number one. It's on everyone's most requested list.
Yes.
Well, I think we have reached that time where we should bid everyone adieu. I want to thank our guests. We have a few things coming up that Adam and Rob and I should talk about, but I want to thank our guests so much for coming. Jasmine, Sandy, Jariah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of Home for the Holidays. Each of you is wonderful in the show, and everyone should grab a ticket and check out not only them, but all of the fine talent that we have on display in Home for the Holidays, running now through the 24th. So thank you guys again. Any final words?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Yes.
Much love
Bye,
to you
guys.
all. Take care.
All right.
Okay.
Now that you're gone,
yes.
What are we talking?
Let's say what we really think. No, I do love each and every one of them.
They're awesome.
I'm super proud of this entire production, and I really hope everyone watches it. It's like grabbing a hot chocolate, cozying up to your fireplace, you know what I mean, just feeling warm and fuzzy. It's just going to give you the feels, and I hope everyone will check it out.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So what's up next at Farmers Alley Theater?
We got the watch party on Friday.
Before that, on Thursday,
what's before that?
We have Dinner and a Show hosted by Julie Nemitz, and with special guests Deneen Muley-Koch and Brian Muley.
Oh, now these are for dinner and a show. These are the people you want for dinner. That's right. Sure, right?
That's right. Absolutely. So what Julie does is she has her guests, make some food, and then they eat the food and they talk about, all things theater. So it's really fun. It's really endearing. And of course, these guests are two of my favorite people. I don't know what they're cooking, but you know it's going to be good food and it's going to be a great discussion. They have tons, all three of them have tons of knowledge about food and theater. So definitely check that out this Thursday, the 17th at 8 p.m. Also on Facebook and YouTube Live. And then after that, right, Friday night, the 18th is our special watch party. And then after that, what's on Sunday the 20th, Robbie?
Next Sunday, next Sunday, the Broadway Battles concludes its 2020 year with the holiday edition. You guys, it all comes down to the best Christmas questions. I'm developing them as we speak, and our lineup, Nat Zagree, who is always brings it to Broadway Battles, and then Jamie Grisham, who we tried to have for our show last week.
We'll see.
For Rent, for Lights, Camera, but he promises he'll have better Wi-Fi and he wants to be part. And then Andrea Arvanigian, who was there as well last week, so we're bringing her back on too, because the two of them have just such great chemistry. The two of them with Nat, it's going to be a good time, I think.
It should be an awesome time. Those are great people, great energy, great personalities, great knowledge, very talented. Andrea sings Colors of the Wind in Home for the Holidays, so shout out to Andrea. And Nat, we show his excellent original song called Imagine This Season, and in his video that he put together, which is fantastic. And then he does an intro introducing Gold Company, who sings the finale, which is Imagine by John Lennon, an a cappella version.
We didn't even say Gold Company. We got Gold Company.
We got Gold Company, directed by the great Greg Jaspers. So shout out to Nat as well. Oh, and whose show I saw last night and is fantastic, the Nat Before
Christmas. Nat Before Christmas. I've heard I want to watch.
So other than Home for the Holidays, that's the next most important holiday viewing is the Nat Before Christmas. It's really great.
It's going to be a busy week for Farmers Alley at home leading up to the holidays. So that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Great times. Well, boys, is there anything else before we bid our fair viewers goodbye?
Oh, man. No.
I did buy you some Hanukkah gifts, so they're on their way to me.
You only got 4 more days to get them to me.
I know. If I'm late, what happens?
I will take them after the 8th day. That's
good.
Fine.
That's what I wanted to hear.
We celebrate Christmas here, and the girls are very excited. Oh, speaking of the girls,
you're good.
Nora and Phoebe, plus Jonah and Margot and Hunter Harrington, Marissa's son. They also have this section of kids say the darndest holiday things. And I want to give a shout out to Matt Perigo and Schuster, whoever edited that thing together, because it's pretty great. I'm not sure how much we gave them to work with, but it turned out really funny. And the girls were very excited to be officially part of their very first Farmers Alley Theater production.
They're so cute, Rob. Nora and Phoebe are adorable. Jonah and Margot are also adorable. And Hunter is so sweet. So thanks for lending your children for a few minutes. It's a great other segment in the Home for the Holidays, so you get to take a look at your kiddos.
Ooh.
I love it.
All right, man. Well, listen, have a wonderful night to everybody here, and
likewise.
I don't know what's the best way to sign off here. We're supposed to be casual, right?
Yeah. Happy holidays to you both. Happy holidays to all of you. Thanks again for watching. If you do, we mentioned earlier how this pandemic has hit the arts industry extra hard. If you do feel you're able to support us, if you like what we do, please consider a donation if you're able. I know it's a rough time for everybody. One way you can, if you feel you can, is text the word GIVE to 269-230-0001, or you can go to a special website, farmersalleytheater.online/give. You, of course, can always mail a check or give us a call, but anything you can do is much appreciated. We're trying so hard to reopen our doors sometime next year and continue to do what we all love to do, which is live theater.
We can finish with this. I think this week we've finally seen the light at the end of the tunnel, and thanks to the support of this wonderful community, we will reach the end of that tunnel, and we will be back next year and celebrating in person. Sure.
Absolutely. So please check out Home for the Holidays. Happy holidays to all of you. Rob, Adam, happy holidays. Everyone watching, thank you so much for watching and commenting. Great comments in there. And we'll see you next time. Take care.
Take care.
Happy Hanukkah. I can finally say that again.